Now, before we get into this, let's be clear. This story is a fictional dramatization, the kind of over-the-top chaos that Love and hip-hop fans love to imagine. But what if it really happened? What if Kirk Frost finally let his anger boil over, and it all went way too far? Buckle up, because this one plays out like a full-blown primetime episode. The scene opens on a stormy Atlanta night. Rasheeda is in her boutique, closing up after a long day. The lights are dim, the mood is heavy, and her phone keeps buzzing. Texts from Kirk that she's ignoring. She's tired. Tired of the rumors, the lies, the constant back and forth that's turned their marriage into reality TV purgatory. But when she finally looks up, guess who's standing in the doorway? Kirk. Hoodie up, jaw tight, eyes full of something that's not love. Rasheeda, we need to talk, he says, his voice low but tense. She doesn't even look up from counting the register. Not tonight, Kirk. I'm done talking. That's when you know things are about to go left. The tension crackles like static, the kind that makes producers whisper, keep rolling. Kirk steps closer. You've been out here embarrassing me, he snaps. Rasheeda turns slowly, calm but fierce. Embarrassing you? Kirk, you did that all by yourself. Oof, the line that lights the match. His face twists, pride wounded, and he throws his hands in the air. You act like I'm the villain, he yells. She laughs bitterly. You are the villain, Kirk. You made me the storyline. At this point, the argument explodes. Words fly like daggers, years of betrayal, resentment, and guilt pouring out all at once. Kirk's shouting about loyalty, Rasheeda's shouting about respect, and for a second you can't even tell if they're fighting about love or ego. It's messy, raw, real. Then it happens, the moment no one expected. Kirk slams his hand down on the counter so hard that a glass candle shatters. The sound echoes through the boutique. Rasheeda flinches, stepping back, eyes wide. Kirk, stop, she says. But he's too far gone, pacing, ranting, spiraling into the same storm that's been brewing for years. The cameras catch everything. The wild eyes, the regret, flashing too late. Security rushes in, pulling him back as Rasheeda yells, "Get him out of here!" The boutique door slams, alarms blare, and outside, the Atlanta rain pours like a soundtrack to heartbreak. The cops arrive minutes later, lights flashing, cameras still rolling. Kirk is standing there, in disbelief, soaked, trying to explain himself. But it's too late. He's cuffed, silent, and loaded into the back of the patrol car. Cut to Rasheeda, sitting alone inside, shaking but composed. She looks at the camera and says softly, "You can love somebody and still have to protect yourself." It's the kind of line that hits deep, the kind of confession that turns reality TV into something painfully real. The next morning, social media erupts. Clips leak everywhere, blurred, shaky footage of the arrest, fan reactions pouring in like wildfire. Hashtag Pray for Rasheeda trends within an hour. Everyone's got an opinion. Some say it was bound to happen. Others say, free Kirk. But most agree the relationship had been crumbling for years, and this was the breaking point. Producers scramble to spin it. VH1-style statements go out. We are aware of an incident involving cast members Kirk and Rasheeda Frost. Production has been paused pending review. Translation, the drama just guaranteed record ratings. Then comes the courtroom scene. Not a trial, just a bail hearing. Kirk sits quiet, dressed down, eyes red. Rasheeda doesn't show. Through his lawyer, he says it was all a misunderstanding, that he never meant to scare her, that he was just upset. But fans aren't buying it. The damage is done, not just to his image, but to their marriage's final thread of trust. Meanwhile, Rasheeda releases a statement on Instagram. No long caption, no hashtags, just a photo of her boutique's close sign and the words, "Healing comes first." The comments explode with support. Stay strong. You deserve peace. Protect your energy, sis. Even other cast members chime in with heart emojis and subtle shade toward Kirk. You know it's bad when Karlie Redd is suddenly the voice of reason. Weeks later, the reunion special airs, filmed months after the incident with heavy disclaimers about sensitive content. Rasheeda walks out first, radiant but guarded. Kirk joins later, visibly humbled. The host asks the question on everyone's mind. Can you two ever recover from this? Rasheeda pauses for a long moment before answering, I'll always care for him. But I can't keep choosing someone who doesn't choose peace. The crowd claps. Kirk nods. Silent, maybe realizing that for once, there's nothing left to defend. The episode ends not with reconciliation, but reflection. Rasheeda walks off set, removing her mic, stepping into her car, and driving away. No dramatic music, just the sound of rain and closure. The final title card fades in. Sometimes love isn't enough. Online, fans dissect every frame. Some call it the saddest storyline in love and hip-hop history. Others say it's the most empowering, watching a woman finally stand up for herself after years of public turmoil. Either way, it's unforgettable. And that's the power of dramatized storytelling, the way it mirrors the real-life struggles people hide behind curated feeds and brand deals. Because whether it's Rasheeda, Kirk, or anyone else, the truth remains. Even love built on empire money and reality TV fame can crumble when respect disappears. So, yeah, in this fictional version of events, Kirk Frost's temper finally caught up to him. But what it really represents is something deeper. How fragile love becomes when pride takes the wheel. It's the kind of ending that leaves viewers shaken, reflective, and maybe even grateful it's just a show. Because in real life, nobody wins when the fight goes that far.